Certification of compliance with open meeting law. I didn't know people had gone in and out. Roll call. Miller, here. Mitchell?
Here.
Hefkin? Radecki?
Here.
Kostopoulos?
Here.
Has everybody looked at the minutes from 9/15/18?
Yeah, I have.
Special meeting?
No, I didn't. My computer's not working.
Nobody's ever said no before.
Well, I'm still gonna make a motion to approve them. We can discuss them if you want.
Well, I don't have a copy of this.
Oh, you're gonna bring copies.
Nobody's ever said no before.
Well, so I'm making a motion to approve them, but.
I'll
Does
second
anyone
it.
object?
Well, Luke could, I can second it, or Luke can.
I'll second it.
So we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, discuss and and take possible action to set a date for the next policy meeting. And now, Luke, go ahead.
I had a conversation a couple of weeks ago with Gary Grossenbacher from the FAA in Milwaukee. I saw him at an event. He was available limited dates and nothing until end of November. I had an email conversation with him today. He's available November 29th in the evening at this point. That I don't know what day of the week that is.
You will come to an evening meeting?
He will.
Okay.
He actually, he'd much rather do an evening during the week than
Then a weekend, quite understand.
So that'll be on a Thursday night,
Okay.
29th of November.
And he indicated that Hal Davis was also available, and I had a conversation with Hal about that.
Is that 7 o'clock? Or,
Well, that's, yeah, let's make
What was it?
it
I'm sorry, what was the date for that?
No, that's mine.
7 o'clock's okay with those guys? Cause they come always from Milwaukee and Madison, okay?
Yeah,
November 29th.
let me confirm that with an email, and I'll just,
Tentatively 7 o'clock,
right,
but it will be that date, so it'll be
Yes.
either 6 or 7.
okay.
Maybe
6 is okay?
6 is fine with me.
It's fine with me too.
So,
With me.
Why don't we make it 6, and then I'll see if they can get there, but we still need to confirm.
because that, yeah, because that
Because they have to drive
gives them a
back.
little better chance. Hopefully we'll be done in a couple hours
Right.
with it.
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
29th. And it sounds like you're on the way.
I got one.
Matters to anybody.
What's that, Chris?
Is that Thanksgiving?
It's a week following.
It's a week after.
A week after.
No, I did look that up.
That does sound like you're on thinking, but that's,
No,
okay.
Well, do we need to make a motion on that then?
no,
Okay.
that's just setting the date.
All right.
Okay, discuss and possible action to set fines for delinquent lease payments. Chris, go ahead.
We have 3 people, we now have 2 people. One of them is new, so I'm not really concerned about one. I have 2 that are every year the same thing. Every year I have to keep on sending them letters until I.
Don't look at me.
No, I'm not looking at you, I'm just, I know, you always pay too. But I mean, I always have to send them letters, you know?
Yeah,
I send them out in June or due in July. So the only time I ever get a response is to threaten to bring them to the board, well, which I never do, but now I am.
How
I
far
mean, how we
behind
want
are
to start handling this?
they? How far behind are they?
Because they're due in July.
Wow, they're way behind then,
Yeah, every year.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's, I understand the new person, or I understand if somebody passes away, or maybe might be a little paper mix-up and a hanger change that I'm not told about, I get that.
yeah.
These are the same people every time.
What does it take to revoke their lease?
no, we really don't want to do that.
I don't know.
No, if they're paying late, why don't they just pay on time?
Well, if you send them a letter that it might be revoked, then maybe they'll pay more attention. We don't have to revoke it, it's kind of like,
Now,
Plain open.
one guy's in the T hangar, right?
Yep.
And the other 2 own their own hangars, so.
No, one's a hanger, one's a title.
Oh, okay.
That's,
But
well, it's the same every year. But just,
But
I don't know,
they
you
do
know.
eventually pay you.
yeah, if I keep hounding them.
Well,
It's just a pain.
Pounding them all the time.
Yeah.
what?
I guess it's more you guys be aware of it, that, so I.
Do you
Well, I
wanna,
like the
do you
idea
wanna
that-
set a fine schedule after 30 days, 1.5% interest,
Well,
or 2% interest?
I don't know if you can do that with the way the lease is written, but,
Well, the lease reads that they're supposed to pay within, they're
well, I'm
supposed to pay
supposed
it
to be paid, but,
by the 1st of July, right?
right,
And that's not fair to everybody else that does pay on time.
you're correct, and I have some people that pay early, so. I guess you can think about it, and we have till June, because I go out the first week of June.
You know, that's something we can bring up later, but we've started the conversation on it.
Mm-hmm.
And that would affect the next issue too. The next,
Oh,
Agenda
yeah,
items.
Mm-hmm.
and when we're talking about fines and that policy stuff, this is the stuff I was talking about. We weren't talking about FAA regulations that we're gonna try to fine somebody for, or anything like that. It's just payment of your bills and housekeeping.
And my God, $200 a year for a lease, I mean, people pay that at airports for a month.
And more, Frank.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
one
that
guy,
is
it's,
ridiculous.
what is that, 1,200 and something, isn't it?
$13.80 for the seat hanger,
1,380.
or they can pay about a month.
I thought we eliminated that.
Well, every 6 months, but I do have a couple that are every month that it's automatic from the bank, I just gotta check every month,
Okay.
which I don't have a problem with, because it comes automatically. Like John will pay twice a year, you know.
Mhm.
There's the people that I have to keep repeatedly setting.
Well, I
I
think,
mean, if you owned it, you would expect to be paid, right? I mean, if it was your house and I was renting from you, you wouldn't expect to hound me every month.
exactly.
So, I mean, that's just,
don't-
I guess it's more
I don't
making
think
them aware, you guys, and if you wanna do something
And
come
we're-
lease time.
Something should be done about it. And it's your time, you know, you work for nothing anyway, and it's your time, your effort. It's so cheap to do anyway. We're being taken advantage of.
That's how I kinda feel, yes.
You're being taken advantage of.
If they're in violation of their contract, wouldn't you be able to send them a letter to the effect that you're in violation and we may have to consider letting someone else have
Well,
it?
that's what he's been doing.
Well,
Well, but has it had a threat at all that the lease could be lost by non-compliance?
That's one of them, here's one. They're all written a little differently.
Do you think a letter from the
They're pretty
attorney
much-
would have more
They're pretty much the
attention?
same, but a little, worded a little different.
Well, a letter from the attorney we would pay for, and it cost us more to do that than we would get
Oh, I mean,
by
it's just,
fining them.
no, it's just basically,
Well, yeah, can we put some teeth into that?
So they haven't paid after this letter, huh? Or at least this guy.
I got a phone call
Yeah,
from a person,
well,
from one of the 30, so.
I don't know what we can legally do based on whatever the lease says, but I thought the lease did have some vague thing about some kind of penalty or something if they don't comply with the rules.
I didn't bring a copy of the lease.
Well, Dave's not here, but he does a lot of real estate stuff. We could have asked him how he handles his policies. And just kind of copies them. Well, we don't want to do that because then we're losing income. If they're just really yelling around.
No, Dave's
all the
idea
time.
would be to.
Oh, well, yeah. Keep them out, huh?
Each of these things are spelled out in the lease. So I think we have to set what the fine is going to be.
I think you're talking contact our attorney to make sure we can actually do that though.
Why wouldn't we be able to, we're the owner?
Well, we're kind of changing the rules midstream though, if it's a lease.
Well, it probably wouldn't go into effect till next year on the next lease.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah, it wouldn't be this year.
Okay, I was on it right now.
It's
No,
more making you guys aware of it, so
Yeah.
you think of how you wanna handle it in the future.
Yeah, well, that goes right down, like you said, to the next one. Set
Right.
times.
is there a lot of people that don't keep up the grass cutting and snow shoveling?
No, there's just, again, there's a couple that are the same. It hasn't been that bad this year, as it has last year. With the amendment that was sent out with the lease about being charged.
Because you don't mow something that somebody leaves. The airport doesn't, right?
Doesn't, I'm sorry, say it
The
again.
airport does not mow the hangar areas that are responsibility of the owners.
No.
Because if we did, then we could charge them for doing it, but
And
since we're not,
they're not even supposed to get close to the hangars,
right,
because that was one of the big, how far do you mow? 2 feet, 6 feet, 10 feet? You mow to wherever the mower mows. John might feel comfortable mowing 2 from the building, Frank might feel comfortable mowing 20 feet from the building, you know? You mow to where we mow to.
You get people that start complaining about rocks flying out though, and
Yeah, well, I don't want anybody hitting the hangar either, because then we're responsible to fix it.
Yeah.
So, as I tell anybody that's mowing, stay away.
On that lease thing, it's on page 3, paragraph 2. Violation of any restrictions in this lease or failure to keep any of its covenants after written notice to cease such violation and failure to correct such violation with 30 days. Paragraph B, failure to construct improvements in accordance with the provisions of paragraph 2 shall constitute default of this agreement on part of the leasee.
so that sounds like that, they're default to their lease, we could kick them out.
we don't wanna kick them,
But
do we?
we have, well, no, but we have the alternative thing of, we're gonna kick you out, or you're just gonna pay a reinstatement fee or something, if you don't pay on time.
No, I was going to do is next time I'll make copies of that highlighted and send it along with the letter.
Yeah,
Yeah, the last 3 paragraphs, E, F, and G.
Do those address, Frank, just house cleaning maintenance items, or specifically lease payments?
The whole thing here has to do with, basically the paying of it.
Oh, okay. Well, failure to pay, so it is specifically listed as a default item, failure to pay rent within 30 days, okay.
That's okay for the private hangars, but then the T hangar, I'm not sure what it says. It should be similar to that though.
I'm sure it's somewhere, I can't talk.
Frank, you probably have the other one in there, copy of T hangar, don't you? T hangar lease?
Maybe.
No, that's private. No, it'll be a whole separate,
It's a whole separate deal.
yeah, it's a whole separate agreement.
No, I don't.
I can give you a copy of it.
Yeah, if you just send them a copy of that, and then maybe highlight
Yeah,
little
well,
stuff in there.
Well, they all have a copy of that, but I'll
Yeah, but
I'll make a copy of the page and highlight it.
Paragraphs.
Okay.
well, do we wanna leave it like that? Cause that says we can kick them out, you're not really looking to kick somebody out.
No.
Bucks.
We have to be stern about what can pay, and
But
I think once you
A
send.
$5 fine isn't gonna do much either.
No, I think I'll just, if I don't hear from another 2, I'll send that out, and if that doesn't do it, then
And we'll go from there.
that's for the private, that's not for speeding. We'll go on that one first.
Okay. The next one was for David Hefkin. And he just wanted to make clear that the fees for open record requests were the same as the town, and they're based on state statute 19.35, parent 3, which basically says that you can charge for the authorized fees not to exceed the actual cost, and it comes out to 25 cents a page. So if someone files an open records request, they pay 25 cents a page to get it, whether it's email or paper.
Does that compensate for the personnel time to
Yeah,
take those out
that's,
also?
that's figured in on that. And if it has to be mailed, obviously it costs more. If you come and pick it up, it's a quarter.
Per page.
Per page. Thank you. Any public comment? Anybody got anything else at all?
Next meeting.
Yes. The next regular meeting will be in January. And, okay, the board meeting is the 14th. I would imagine the caucus will be the 19th. So do you want your meeting before or after our board meeting? Or doesn't it matter? Otherwise, we'll
Well,
do the 7th.
Let me ask you this then,
Before,
if we have a special meeting coming up in November,
Yeah?
could there possibly be something that needs to go to the?
yeah, I was gonna say before,
Yeah,
in case it has to go to the town board,
Okay, we'll go with the 7th then.
January
January
7th.
7th.
January
Alright.
7th.
7 PM.
Yep.
Now, can I ask you something about this? The seminar? I think Ed sent me a copy of this a long time ago.
Email, I know that you were interested.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go this year, I was gonna ask Ed what he thought, if anybody should go or not, or.
I was gonna actually let these guys take a look at it.
Oh, take a look at
I thought
this.
David might be here.
I didn't see an answer that I really liked that much. The one that would be good is only 15 minutes long, economic impact, but that's, I don't know what that's all about. It's too short to be, the procedure to do on your own for your own airport. I talked to Judy before about that, and she said there's a real lot of legwork involved in doing it, so I can't see how she's gonna cover it in 15 minutes.
I'm gonna be out of town that week.
And I'm not gonna go to Stevens Point for something that I won't understand anyway.
That's basically the same thing, Lou.
Oh, all right,
I got one they sent me in the mail and one they sent me email.
okay.
I just, I know that John sometimes.
Yeah, I've gone a couple of times, and I watch it, see if there's a couple of good topics on the same day, so it's worth the drive up there, but this year it doesn't look as much.
That's fine, I just wanted you to be aware of what was available.
Yeah, no, thanks for telling me.
And Diane Daniels is retired at the BOA.
Oh, that's too bad.
She was the one that did land
The
acquisitions.
real estate, yeah, I like her.
She retired and
Okay.
they're not replacing her.
Why were they
They're
gonna
not
do it?
replacing it.
They're not
They're
replacing
gonna spread
her.
her out around the workforce, huh?
And, yeah, and that guy that came out and gave us the estimate for the crack sealing, he retired and they didn't replace him, and that's like Lucas is, each person that has an airport has to take care of that himself now. Just for-
Okay.
Not for me.
No, you're gonna pass it through, Lou.
Well, that Diane, the real estate, hers is a hard job to take care of, that's a tough job she
Mhm.
had.
Yeah,
I don't see how they can get along without a regular person dedicated for that.
that's cutting costs.
Yeah.
Everybody's cutting costs and not replacing anybody.
All right, I don't have any other comments or anything.
Motion to adjourn.
That's the actual cost, Lou.
I'll move to adjourn.
That's how much I charge them. So,
Second?
I'll second the motion for the.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.
Good deal.